from the soul with it. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? The Island Ricks coming to you live with yet another video. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to click that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you could be a part of the notification squad, okay? So I want to talk to y'all about the fight. This is my post-fight review. I just got finished watching the fight. It was a great fight for the most part. You know, I felt like the Charlo fight was one of the best fights on the card. You know, just the way he knocked the guy out. You know, Tank had a great performance. The most special thing about Tank that I like, he showed a lot of professionalism tonight. After, you know, the interview, after the fight, I'm sorry, and the post-fight interview with Jim Gray, you know, like just the little small things that Tank is doing. You know, he's a representation of Floyd Mayweather. And I don't want to sit here and give Floyd Mayweather too much credit. But like I said, Floyd Mayweather know when to sell the fight, and he knew when to be professional. You never heard him, you know, get out of his character after the fight. He showed his respect to the fighter, you know, showed sportsmanship. And then he went on about his business because he took care of his business, knew that he had to feed his family. And then, you know, but he knew that his fight time is gladiator time. And then he knew after the fight, you know, he had to do what he had to do. And we heard Tank tonight, just very professional, you know. Jim Gray asked him a question. He replied, "Yes, sir. I moved out of Baltimore," which everybody's been asking of Tank, you know. And he was just so professional tonight. And I like that about Tank. He got the win. And even still, I did like the confrontation between him and the Charlos and, you know, him going back and forth. But he didn't let that get in the way of him taking care of business. You know, that's fine outside the ring. But, you know, he knew that you got to take care of business, and that's what he did. So, you know, I'm proud of Tank on that aspect. He took care of business. He came in, you know, at the correct weight. And he just did great in that fight. Adrien Broner, I was very disappointed. You know, everybody, you got people like, you know, Adrien Broner, you know, he was effective later on in the rounds, and he was barely, I mean, his trainer, you know, Kevin Cunningham, said everything that needed to be said. I mean, it was all in what he said. Like, through the whole fight, he was like, let your hands go. Adrien Broner was barely throwing punches, and I knew that the punches, a lot of them were landing, but, I mean, you can't even really say, like, they wasn't really doing anything because we didn't see Jessie Vargas fall down or get knocked down, or, you know, we didn't even see no sign of Jessie Vargas even being hurt. You know, I don't even think the fight is worthy of another. I don't think it's worthy of a rematch because, I mean, it's not like Adrien Broner really, you know, really landed really meaningful, super meaningful shots. Like, you know, Jessie Vargas did tire out, but he conserved a lot of energy because he was going hard in those first rounds. And even towards the middle rounds, he didn't really throw a lot, but he still had an effective jab, and he was still throwing body shots. You know, I just felt like, honestly, I stated to my dad that it might have been a draw, you know, but if anything, the judge who gave Adrien Broner that round, cut it out, bro. Like, cut it out. I had Jessie Vargas winning, and just after the fight, totally unprofessional, bro. Like, Adrien Broner is totally unprofessional, bro, and he's the reason why. Like I say, he's the reason why people like Donald Trump is in office, just saying off the wall crazy things, and that's why he's in office, because he says those things, and it's just a reflection of our society and the people, because you feed into the ignorance, and they've dumbed you down so much that's what you support. That's all it is. You keep tuning into it. It's the reason why Cardi B is one of the females who's conquering rap right now. It's the reason why Tekashi and all these drugged out, you got rappers. Anyway, it's the reason why you got Black Youngster. All these guys just throwing money and just being ignorant, bro. It's like, to me, bro, our society, this is what we've come to, bro, and it's just sad. Like, it's sad at the state that we're at right now, bro. It's just like it's ridiculous, bro. Like, honestly, just like the whole Martin Luther King thing he said, the even the thing about Mexicans, bro. It was like, bro, for what? You cursing, telling Jim Gray, oh, you had that old suit and Bob. It's like, bro, like you're a clown, bro. Like, I don't condone the stuff that he's doing, bro, because it's just like, bro, like, Adrien Broner, he got a lot of growing up to do, bro. Like, he has a lot of growing up to do. He's still immature. He acts like a little boy. Um, it's just sad, bro. Like, it's really sad. His whole Martin Luther King comments, and just like, bro, like, do you understand at with the state where we're at right now, and African Americans and what Dr. King had to do to get us to this point? Only ignorant people will support Adrian Brown. You got a lot of kids, a lot of people with kid mentalities, and they're going to support that. But that's why Floyd Mayweather doesn't have to. He looks up to Floyd Mayweather, but that's why Floyd Mayweather is a billionaire, and he's not going to have to fight for the rest of his life. And he can invest. Adrien Broner, you heard Floyd Mayweather say that Adrien Broner is an alcoholic. He's drunk. He's broke for real. And he's going to have to continue to fight simply because he's going to be broke. And Floyd Mayweather and people who follow the Floyd Mayweather road are going to be successful. Jessie Vargas don't have no power, so he wasn't able to really, do anything that'll harm Adrien Broner. But if he had power, he'll be done, bro. But I'm just disappointed in Adrien Broner, bro. It's just sad at the state he's at. And the only reason he's still around is because you have a bunch of people nowadays who just love ignorance. It's sad, bro. Like, you got people who just love ignorance. You got a bunch of, not you guys, but there's a lot of stupid people out here who support him and support ignorance. He don't let his hands go. Can't fight going backwards. If Jessie Vargas had power, he would have been done. And I don't want to see a rematch. Like, a rematch would be pointless because you get the same thing. But anyway, y'all get in the comment box, like, share, subscribe. I'm out.